12 years ago, I had the great privilege of negotiating and completing a transaction which created one of the great mining companies of the world, and that was the merger of Bulletin and BHP into BHP Bulletin. And now today we have the completion of a transaction which is the merger of Xstrata and Glencore, which again I was at the heart of negotiating, which is potentially going to create another great mining company going forward. It's not without risk and it's not without challenge, but the potential is there for us to see a complete revolution again in the world of mining as a result of this transaction. If I think back to 2001, after I left the new BHP Bulletin company and joined Xstrata in October, it was a company which was quite small, $500 million market capitalization, quite a lot of debt, very little growth options, and through a series of transactions we created one of the great mining companies of the world. And the Xstrata that goes into the merged entity today is a market cap well in excess of 50 billion, employs over 75,000 people around the world, operates in 22 countries, has a great set of assets, great people, and great potential. So we move into now the next era of this company, which is part of the Glencore Xstrata group. A unique animal within the resources world, a company which is vested in high quality assets, high quality people running those assets on the one hand, and a company vested in huge capacity for market intelligence, for trading the product of those assets, and people who have great entrepreneurial flair and skill. And I think that the combination of those two businesses and those two influences on how those businesses run, where I think both are world class, clearly for me has the potential to create a world class combined unit going forward. Where if you look at the business solutions that we can offer the customer, both the supplier and the customer base, right across the continuum of finding product, mining product, processing product, delivering product, and ultimately getting into the hands of the consumer at his doorstep. This company that is uniquely now capable of delivering solutions right across that stream, and it seemed to me therefore the value proposition is endless and infinite. It comes with risk. I think that retaining the right people on the asset side of the business is going to be crucial to do that. The proposition that we put to shareholders, that they embed that and take out the risk or reduce the risk through the management incentive arrangements, has sort of been rejected in a sort of profound and very public way. I regret that. I think that's a mistake. So I think that there's a risk that the future management of Glencore Xstrata must come to terms with and manage effectively going forward. I think that the blending of the cultures was always going to be a challenge, and it's a challenge which I think can be met, but clearly it's going to require flexibility, and it's going to require a sense of capacity of both sides of the cultural divide to be willing to come together and find a way in which they exemplify what's best in each other for common good and for common purpose, and find a language in which they can speak to each other which is constructive rather than antagonistic. And I have every belief that is possible. And so I think we now at a real turning point in value proposition and value creation in the industry, which I think Glencore Xstrata is at the sharp end of. And I'm very hopeful that they will turn that potential to advantage, but that clearly is in the hands of the future management of the group.